I'm Crystal Faulkner with the CPA and Business Advisory firm of Cooney, Faulkner, and Stevens. We're here today with Mark Reitzes. Mark is the Regional President for Huntington National Bank, and Mark, Accounting for Kids Day is the 12th annual Accounting for Kids Day. This coming Wednesday, November 9th. It is officially Accounting for Kids Day in Cincinnati, and this year is the biggest of all. We've had 107 classrooms that we're going to be participating in, middle school classrooms all around the region. But what's so heartwarming to me is we have more than 760 professionals who are willing to take time out of their day to go help these children and play this very fun, interactive financial education. Portfolios Junior Huntington has been the primary sponsor for Accounting for Kids Day since the beginning. Why is this such an important thing for you?
Well, you're right, Crystal. It's a terrific outreach by the business community to help children in our schools apply math skills that they're learning in everyday life to the real world. And for Huntington, we're participating in a very, very pleasurable way. Since year 2000, since inception, we have 70+ of our Huntington colleagues participating this year. But for us, it's a game changer to the respect that we can help see people in real life, business people, apply math skills to how it affects people in everyday life.
And you know what's wonderful to me, in addition to these children really being engaged in the learning process and getting some fundamentals of finance at the same time, these adult professionals can see what a little bit of time can make a difference in the lives of children. And many of these folks and businesses, including Huntington, have gone on to be tutors, mentors, adopted classrooms, and even entire schools.
It is a good opportunity to provide a role model, a mentor, if you will, for a lot of these children who a lot of times don't see business people and may have a different perspective on what real life's all about. So it's a good opportunity for us to take this fun stock board game and have them apply some of the stuff that they're learning in school to real life and have fun with it at the same time.
And you know, many adults don't understand the importance of teaching children finance. You know, they don't get that in schools generally. Let's talk about some basic things people can do to help their children with fundamentals.
You know, I think balancing your checkbook, helping with some sort of math that you do in everyday life, you don't think about it all the time. Bring your kids into that and let them know how important that is.
And holiday shopping's right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
They can use the budgeting skills and techniques there too. Mark, thanks for that great information. We are going to continue our conversation with Mark Reitzes, President of Huntington National Bank, on WCPO.com. So Mark, in addition to the great effort and community outreach that Huntington Bank does with children and other financial education initiatives, the bank is also the #1 small business lender in the state. That is amazing. Let's talk about that.
You know, I think for us, we decided a few years ago that small business is going to be really what brings the Midwest out of the funk that we're in from a business standpoint. We wanted to be on the leading edge to help businesses get capital so that they could fulfill, if you will, and execute on their business plans.
And you know, they talk about small businesses being the backbone of our economy. That's where all the job growth is coming from, but yet so many banks and other lenders just don't seem to want to loan to small business. Why have you taken up that initiative?
For us, and I think a lot of times what you hear in the press isn't necessarily true. The industry is trying to do their best to get money out to businesses that need it. For us, we saw working with the SBA as a great vehicle to get businesses longer, flexible terms and more capital to execute on their business plan. So we have worked very hard with the SBA to be able to execute and to pull it off very quickly for businesses.
Well, what if a business owner out there or someone who's thinking about starting a business or expanding a business, what's the first thing that they should do in approaching a bank to try to get money?
I think working with Cooney, Faulkner, Stevens would be a good idea, but working with their accounting firm and their lawyers and coming up with a good business plan. Have some foresight of where you want to go. Take that to the bank along with some good financial numbers to back it. That'll carry the business a long way.
And you know, I've also learned in my business as a CPA consulting with many of these entrepreneurs that you don't want to go to ask the bank for money when you're desperate. It's a much better idea to get the banker involved in the conversation well before you actually are in dire need of the cash.
Absolutely. Many businesses are growing. They need the cash and they wait too long to come. Go to the bank early, think ahead, work with your advisors, have a good plan, and I guarantee you banks will be very receptive to helping you.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for everything that you do in the community and for being my guest.
You're welcome.